Now, how many of you knew about Ford's original disassembly line? Now, a lot of people are well aware of how thrifty Henry Ford was, but a lot of times he would sell his thriftiness to the public with a good old story of innovation. One such example of this was Ford's disassembly plant located at River Rouge. This video from the Ford archives is one of the only videos I've been able to find that shows any evidence of the disassembly plant. A perfect example of Ford's thriftiness and him selling one thing to the public when in reality he was actually doing another. See, in this video, he would have you believe that Ford was purchasing used vehicles from his dealers in order to reuse and recycle these materials in order to create a more efficient use of the vehicles that no longer had any use in society. But the only problem with that is that the disassembly plant at no point was profitable. So this raises a bit of a red flag in that Henry would never run a program that was not profitable if there wasn't profit to be had. See, the actual purpose for the disassembly plant was this. Henry had absolutely no need to recycle used cars. He had more resources than almost any of the big three at hand. Shoot, the River Rouge plant was one of the most efficient, self-contained factories on the planet. But the problem Ford did have was that the success that he had with the Model T was actually becoming his own demise. Ford was oversaturating his own market. So what's the easiest way to get more people to need a brand new Model T? Well, that's pretty easy. You start removing their options of a used car from the road. So, in a similar way to the way that dealerships did in the early 2000s, they offered a flat rate buyback deal from all of their dealers to turn in used vehicles in order for Ford Motor Company to acquire those vehicles and take them permanently out of the game, thus increasing the possibility that customers, rather than turning to a used car, would rather turn to a brand new Ford. And although the disassembly plant never actually made money, in turn, Ford Motor Company sales actually saw an increase in demand after the program was in full swing.